a Magic Eye production. God, I sounded really butch on that. We're back. Now it depends. Little Heidi may be joining me in a minute. Here she goes. Here we go. Come on then, little Heidi. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I hope you can hear that purr. This is the third time you've been seen by people in 20. Oh God, 11 years. So you behave yourself, young lady. By the sound of it, Neddy the horse dog is coming in here as well. Come on, get up here. After I did the last vlog, I was actually checking out some of my emails, and someone will remain nameless, Stuart, contacted me to let me know that they'd have a few chats with people from people at the MCM Manchester Expo. I didn't even know that was on. I mean, I don't publicise MCM Expos anyway. But he asked me if I was aware of all the rumours about me, and I said, "Oh no, go ahead. What's new? Let's see what's going on." Apparently, because no secret, manic depressive, diagnosed 1977, so it's the class of 77. Apparently, he's myself. He's quite mad, he has these sort of funny turns, and he starts misquoting people, and he goes off on rants, which, fair enough. It shows the minuscule intelligence of people that will actually say, "Oh, he's a manic depressive, therefore he's insane. We can use that." I did actually have one company at one time telling me that they were going to use me, but somebody had pointed out that I was manic depressive, and they said that wasn't really the sort of image that the company wanted. Fair enough, it's their fault. So I said, well, okay then. I said, was that it? I said, because I'm used to this. And I was told, no, I'd actually misquoted so and so and so and so on Comic Bits Online. In fact, their comments are still there. I never edit comments that people leave on Comic Bits Online, so you can actually see all the comments where they actually say, "I did not say that. I did not write that," and yet there it is in black and white. So I said, well, that's part of the course. You don't expect too much from these people because it's obviously low levels of intelligence. But I was then told that one of the rumours was that I was stealing material from IPC, which I think refers to the thing I mentioned on a previous one of these video blogs. And there were all sorts of other things that he was telling me, and I said, well, how many people were actually talking about it? And he did name them. So I know that basically they're from the Midlands and associated with people that are from the Midlands and involved in comics. Also, apparently, a couple of thank you. That is what Heidi thinks of it. If you phone me and that's the noise you hear in the background, that's proof now. It's not me, it's her. I finally caught that. Hang on a second, I'm going to try and turn around and see if I can get her as she's doing this. Well, go on then, make the noise now. Oh look, she's disappeared. I wonder where she could have gone to. Nope. Dog decides that he's going to start having a play with it as well. You see, this is the sort of professional I am, completely mad. But no, so there are quite a lot of these stupid rumours going around. To be honest, I just don't understand the problem with these people. Yeah, some of the other things that I was told were said was that they don't need people like me in the comics industry in this country. Um, uh, yeah, well, what can you say about that? Somebody that actually wants to revitalise the comics industry and get new titles going and new uh, books on the market. That is something that you don't want in the comics industry. Um, and there's some things there that were so ridiculous that I'm not even going to repeat them on camera because basically these people are a bunch of apologies in advance. Um, Tits, I suppose, is the best way of actually putting it. Uh, I think I can get away with that word on YouTube. Um, but there was a lot more, and I just said, well, so what? I said, what else did they discuss? And it seems as if most of them, as soon as, I mean, what he did apparently was deliberately in the middle of the conversation say, "Oh, by the way, have you ever heard of someone called Terry Hoover in Bristol?" Um, which is bound to sort of solicit opinion. Really, I don't need to hear those opinions because they contribute nothing to comics or to anything I do. Um, the funniest thing I was told that he'd heard was that apparently I claimed to have all these books available, but no one had ever seen them. Go online, you can order them. Uh, I mean, they're there, they exist. I think I showed you copies the other day that I had to sort of hold up to the camera in my professional way. Um, it's it is a bit mad, and you just think, well, does the comic industry in this country, and we'll call it an industry for the sake of argument, does it really need any support? And basically, I don't think it does because these people are the people that are working in it, and they're quite willing to get low wages. Sometimes being told, one of the things I didn't mention before is that three people at the Comics Expo in Bristol in May, quite independent of each other, were actually mentioning the problem of publishers saying, "Oh, we can't afford to pay you the proper price anymore." Now, this is for full colour artwork, so you're talking about artwork that takes a long time to do and a lot of skill to get completed and finished to a standard. Um, so the publisher said, "We can pay you. It'll be 45% less than you get, but it's that or we don't buy the work." Now this is work that they've commissioned. Um, so one of the artists phoned the others up to find out that they'd already bent over and said, "Yeah, okay," um, without consulting each other. So they did that, and then someone else came up to me and said, "Oh, so and so publisher said, okay, we'll use you as an artist, but we can only afford to pay you, I think it was 65% of what they normally get, or some ridiculous percentages like that." And I said, "What did you do?" And they said, "Oh, well, we took it because they hold the purse strings." And I said, "So you actually did full colour artwork for far less money?" And I do apologise for the crunching. That's the dog eating his food. Uh, for less money, and they sort of said, "Yeah," and they were actually quite happy to do it because, as far as they're concerned, there seems to be creators' rights. Why should it be of interest to them? Why should they be interested in getting paid properly for doing a lot of work, which the publishers can't exist without, and the publishers are not making losses? Um, all of these things that are fundamental to being a comics creator, as far as they were concerned, didn't interest them because they had work coming in and they were all right. Which reiterates the point that I made on another vlog about the attitudes that exist. So yeah, it's very annoying. Um, you hear these rumours and you just think, well, why bother? Give me some good news. And I did say, what did you pick up that was actually good news or something cheery? And I was told that basically most of the professionals got together and were having a whinge and a moan again about the bad state of affairs and so on. And I thought, yeah, so they do this at every single convention. They whine and they whinge, but they will not do anything to actually better the work conditions. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm no longer supporting them as creators or publicising their work. I'm going to only mention smaller conventions. I will not mention the bigger ones anymore that are basically just out to make money. And I'm going to keep things going like that, because really and truly, you can reach a point, and after, let's see, I started writing British comic book industry reports in 1994. The last one was in 2009, and everybody said, yeah, it's all hunky-dory, you don't need any sort of, telling us what areas are open for expansion, or which ones to jump onto for the future. So I'm just going to concentrate basically on Black Tower comics and books. There are over 40 online that you can buy. Not a lot of downloads, because I've had very bad dealings with people and downloading stuff. But the books are there. People outside the UK seem to like them. It's just a case of people in the UK just can't be damned. So with that thought, there was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember. But with that thought, I'll just say, let's not worry about it. Let's get on with our work now. Look at the eye. Look at the eye. Look at the eye.
What's your credit card number? 696-67113. Your phone number? 751-6177.